Some probably thought they would never see this day come when the UK solar house was loaded up and headed out for Washington, D.C., but it finally did. Inside this electric HVAC training and research laboratory on the University of Kentucky campus, the solar house, or Sky Blue as it is called, the S is for solar and KY for Kentucky, has been taking shape for months. With work still underway, it was finally removed from its cocoon about 2 weeks before the trip to Washington for the 4th biennial Solar Decathlon. Each of the 20 schools in the competition constructs an 800 square foot or less solar-powered house built by the students on their home campus and then transported to the National Mall in Washington.
All of the house was built here on campus. We had our staff in the Biosystems and Engineering department. Our shop staff did the heavy structural work. They did a tremendous job with that. Various engineers and architects that have come by have said that this is some of the finest metalwork that they've seen. So we've had a lot of involvement from our shop people, but the rest of the house has been designed and actually constructed by the students.
There are three major objectives.
UK Biosystems and Ag Engineering professor Don Colliver is the principal investigator on the project, along with Greg Luhan, Associate Dean for Research in the College of Design. The team behind UK's Solar House, the Blues team as it is called, is an interdisciplinary group comprised of students, faculty and staff from 6 colleges and 16 centers and departments within UK. Each team's house will be evaluated in the decathlon competition in 10 specific areas with a goal of making it net zero. Net zero means the house will have zero net energy consumption over the course of a year. This is accomplished through integrating solar panels and other smart design elements into the house.
You know, what's really fantastic, if you think about it, what we're designing here is a house, but it's also a pavilion. It's a house that you can learn from with all the sensors. We're really designing a living and learning laboratory. So the ability to come back after the competition and constantly assess it. It's being assessed on a second-by-second basis, and the house adjusts and tunes to those daily changes.
Students who've had the opportunity to work on the project say the hands-on experience has been invaluable.
Oh, it's been fantastic. I mean, it gives you a realistic scope of how things actually work. You know, you go from a drawing to actually having the physical parts, and it's easier on paper than it is in real life. And I've been able to work with products and people that otherwise I may never get a chance to.
It's been very interesting. There have been different things that I've learned that I wasn't expecting to. Of course, every time you do a project like this, it's a learning experience, and there have been a few tasks that I've done that I never necessarily expected to, like helping some people run pipes around, doing different things like that have been interesting.
This is a model of what the Sky Blue Solar House will look like when it is assembled at the Solar Decathlon. The cost of the project is $750,000, which includes a lot of custom-made parts and transportation for the house and housing costs for students and faculty in Washington. Eon US, which owns Kentucky Utilities, donated $250,000 as the major sponsor.